my issue with taxi drivers talking to me is when I'm commuting, I use that time to either sleep or to catch up on work, which I haven't been able to sort of attend to.
But he's so lonely.
Well, he should have gotten another job then.
Yo, taxi drivers, get another job.
Hi guys, welcome back to This Is Not a Podcast. We have had a
Hiatus.
3-week break, 4-week break. I don't know. It was a long break, but we are finally back. How are you guys feeling? Being back on the.
For a second, I thought you were asking the audience, and I was like, "Yeah, let's hear." I'm good. I got a haircut today. You got a haircut today.
Yeah, got a
I
haircut.
did not get a
I
haircut.
did not get a haircut today.
How's life been?
Life has been tumultuous.
So I realized that a week ago on Friday is literally 1 year since we started the podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Feb it seems. 5th of July 2023.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Congratulations, 1 year to us. Thank
really?
you guys.
I thought we started in June.
No, it started
No,
July.
it's
Started first week of July. So you guys have any takeaways from like your first year of podcasting?
I feel like we don't do this often enough.
What do you think?
I feel like there's a lot of learning, and we have got better at it as time has passed.
Really?
Yeah, I've got better.
I feel like
Like
you're
in
still
what
not
way? Like-
placing your mic properly.
Like in what way do you feel like your mic is so far away?
Mic is fine, right? കുറച്ചും കൂടിയാണോ?
So much for learning.
Today he has learned that mic close to face is good.
I need a mic inside my mouth. I feel like when we first started podcasting, at least for me, I genuinely thought it was going to be really easy. And then when we started podcasting, I realized how tough it is.
Do you remember fighting with me in the
Yeah,
first few
I feel like the
episodes
first few
while
episodes-
we were shooting?
I feel like I just followed Shabari that day time.
Yeah.
The first 10 episodes, then things calmed down a bit.
Yeah, I feel like with podcasting, the hardest part is not the recording, it's everything outside of it. It's the editing, the cutting
Yeah,
the
it's a
reels,
lot
the
of-
planning the episode.
But I feel like
Preparing.
even content-wise, I think it's hard, especially for us, because we don't have a niche, right?
Yeah.
We just talk about general stuff, so we need to assess what will be interesting for the audience and what is not. Like maybe this entire bit we're doing right now doesn't make any difference to anyone's life.
But I feel like I don't know. I think it's always interesting to like get
No,
a look
I'm
under
just,
the hood.
I'm like just saying that it's hard even to get the content flowing.
No, I feel like one primary difference between our podcast and other podcasts in this country is I feel like the existing ones who are doing well or have a certain amount of views.
They all suck.
No, they
They're
all
all-
suck.
They're all
don't suck.
guest based.
They are no. It's, I mean, they are guest based, but they're also they're very Instagram centric. Like they want
Yeah, so they'll
an
have views
Instagram
on
highlight.
Instagram. They won't have
they
views
have
on
an
YouTube.
Instagram highlight so that people then find them discoverability wise, and then people watch them on YouTube. But I feel like we are more organic in the sense that we just like talking.
Yeah.
Thinking about the most viral
Way to
like
go.
story or
We're just yappers at heart.
like
I don't know
like
if that's
the
true,
easiest
man.
thing
I
to
don't
go
know.
viral is Bangalore is the worst city in the world. Oh my god, traffic. And then you make a
But there
reel
is
on
some
that.
truth to that.
I mean, yeah, 100%. But like,
You're saying this, but all I can hear is atom bomb is bad. Atom bomb is bad. What do you guys think of the atom bomb?
guys, that was I think our first episode or
Yeah,
second episode.
first
where-
episode.
You're
where
talking
it was
about Oppenheimer and
versus Barbie, and I was only interested in hot takes.
And
So-
yeah, he just kept asking, atom. How do you guys feel about that? Hitler is bad. And yeah.
Nice. But
So-
how's life been otherwise? Like,
Life, I mean, the one thing I can think of in terms of life is in the last, I don't know what break, we took like a 4-week break.
yeah.
Yeah.
In between that, India won the World Cup,
Oof.
which was like,
Madness.
which was insane.
But I don't know why. I just somehow don't feel as excited as I would have been had they won an ODI World Cup.
Yeah, aren't there like an unnecessary number of World Cups in cricket? Like did we just have a World Cup in November?
Guys, for context, Aaron is one of those cricket haters. He doesn't understand cricket in any form or way. Like he,
Like it's a good sport to watch if you're like having pizza with the boys and you're drinking beers and you have stuff to talk about and like it's playing in the background and you're like, oh, he's running.
it's like a podcast.
Yeah, it's like a podcast. It's there in the background.
Did you just
But-
say, oh, he's running?
Yeah, then you're like, oh, ball is being thrown. Then you watch. But then other than that,
No,
like,
I don't know. I personally believe cricket nowadays is way more boring than what it used to be back in the day. Like
Because it wasn't as frequently televised, I feel like.
it wasn't as frequently televised. I feel like there were more legends of the game. I feel like the game was more tactical. I feel like the bowlers were better back in the day.
There were more personalities, I'm assuming also.
Yeah, now there's there's one personality which is like Indian boys who came up through the ranks and they're all like alpha. Back in
They're
the
all
day,
nice
it was
guys.
back in the day, it was all just nice boys and Saurav Ganguly who.
For the last time, it is Ganguly, not Ganguly.
I want to say Ganguly. It's a noun.
Gang,
He's not a gang member.
So, like, yeah, it was. I feel like things were just better back in the day in terms of cricket. But like, yeah, I'm super
But
proud.
I feel like that's
was,
happening with all sport now because the people we have seen growing up
Yeah, all the
are all
legends
close to
Like-
retiring.
Like, in tennis, Federer retired. Nadal's probably retiring.
Yeah.
In
It's
in
like
cricket,
scary.
In cricket, Kohli and Rohit Sharma are going to retire. In football,
Jadeja is retiring.
yeah. In football, Messi is retiring. Ronaldo can't retire.
Messi,
The show must
Messi,
go on.
Cruz.
Retiring
Modric,
will retire
honestly.
before Ronaldo retires.
Yeah, so I feel like I don't know. Yeah, in every sport, or maybe it's just like a generation thing. Like because we grew up watching these stars, and now that we are older,
But I don't know. Like I feel like like in the 2000 and early 2010s, football was so much fun to watch because of the personalities like Zlatan Ibrahimovic or whoever. Like they're interesting to watch off the field. But now everyone's just a nice guy. Everyone's just trying their best.
Yeah,
They all
yeah.
like each other. There's no enmity. There's no anger towards
So
each other.
you've got a problem with the world being a nice place.
Yeah, like it's too. I feel like that rivalry is not incentivized as much.
I mean,
anymore.
yeah, that's like I guess the younger, like the guys, the current crop of players who are coming up in any sport are all Gen Z. So
They're all nice
they're
dudes.
just very sweet to each other.
yeah, they're all like friends.
Like you remember back in the day, like when United were playing like City or like Liverpool, like there used to be fights in the tunnel before they used to come out into the pitch.
Yeah.
Like it was like Roy Keane, who was captain of Manchester United, used to say it's like we are going to war. And like he also says right now that like before the game, all the players are hugging each other and fucking exchanging secrets and like holding hands and stuff, and like there's no intensity there. So I guess that plays some sort of
Role in the actual
in the
match,
Actual
yeah.
match, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's also like now because you can get cancelled so easily, right? So people are also more politically
People are just
correct.
nice.
Yeah, people
No,
just
it's just it's better for your career if you're a nicer person, right?
You talk about nice people. So you know when India won the World Cup, the BCCI announced that they'll be giving
125
crores to the entire Indian cricket team, which is like a lot of money for like I don't know, 20 guys, 25 guys, and the
So only the
coaching-
players get it or all the staff get it?
all the stuff. So
Okay.
the players and the head coach, which is Rahul Dravid, gets 5 crores. The supporting staff gets 2.5 crores. But guess what, Mr. Nice Guy Rahul Dravid does? He comes out and
Donates
says,
it.
I don't want 5 crores. All my staff members got 2.5. So I also want only 2.5. You can distribute the rest amongst everyone. Like this, like literally the sweetest guy in the world.
Yo.
And like talking about this guy, like few years back, he was given awarded a doctorate, and he said no to it
Why?
because he's like, my wife worked so hard to become
She's
a
a
doctor,
doctor, yeah.
and why the fuck could you just give me something like this? And then like it's like I'm taking this for granted and like putting down my wife's work. So I can't
he's
accept
just
it.
like me. I would have done
Shut
the
the
same thing.
fuck.
I would have done the same thing.
I don't think there's anyone like him. Like
I'm like him.
nobody would fucking do.
I would
Like, you're
totally.
getting 5
give
crores.
me 2.5
Actually,
crores.
about-
I'll give the other
actually
2.5 crores to you guys. Give me 2.5 crores. I'll do it. I swear.
Yeah, he's such a sweet guy.
I wonder if he's like that. Like if personalities are like that. Like it's curated. Like they think about how.
No, I don't think he's curated. Like he's just
No, he's
genuinely-
always been like that. He's always been known as a personality.
guy?
Like, yeah. But it was also like
Excuse me.
sweet redemption for him, right? Because
Yeah, he's never won the World Cup.
he's never.
Which one? How many World Cups are there?
There's
There are actually 3 World Cups now.
Okay.
There's ODI and there's
Test
Test World Cup is also there.
Yeah, Test
Test World Cup. Nobody cares because
World
nobody has the patience.
I mean, Test is the ultimate
Ideally,
form
it's
of cricket.
it's like the best form of cricket.
Like you get to hang out. Like my dad was telling, you get to hang out with the same people for 5 days straight, and
No,
you watch
get-
the
you have to
match.
buy
and-
like You have to buy like 1 day's ticket. You
Oh,
can't-
you don't get like for the whole
I mean,
5
I'm
days?
sure you can.
You can
but, like,
buy a season,
Most people would just
yeah.
like buy like.
Oh.
1 day's
1
ticket.
days,
Yeah. But okay, I had no idea. But speaking about tickets, Sharan told me the other day. Just guess how much a Wimbledon ticket costs. Just
Like
guess.
50k rupees?
50k rupees. You wanna enlighten
So
our
when
man
we
here?
watched the semi-final of the World Cup, football World Cup, it was I paid 85,000 rupees per ticket. That was the semi-finals of the biggest sport in the world.
Yeah.
Here, like a random fourth round match is like 5 lakh rupees, 6 lakh rupees.
Yo.
Yeah.
Plus, it's like there's a dress code and.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
rich man sport.
So, yeah,
So
I feel like
Whoa.
football is a poorer sport.
no, but yeah, but I
It's
think
most
only
accessible.
Wimbledon is that expensive. I don't think the other Grand Slams are as expensive.
Yeah, no,
Because
because.
also with Wimbledon, the ticket you get to like there's like a proper unlimited food menu and whatnot. So it's like a proper like
No, that's just maybe that's for like VIPs. But otherwise, you have to
No, I
pay.
guess
Like
it
I
was
saw enough
a-
reels where people are like, I spent 13
I saw
pounds
one
on a
reel.
pizza.
Maybe there was just Amex.
Yeah,
benefits
probably,
or
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah.
But can you watch golf the same way? Like, is golf also a spectator sport? Or
It is.
Yeah.
like you can buy tickets and then you have to follow
I
them
saw-
everywhere? Or what?
I saw this really funny reel where it's like golf is the only sport where the fans come to watch the golfers dressed exactly like them. Like they're all dressed immaculately in their
The same way.
polos and shorts.
How's oh yeah, you guys started tennis this week. How is that going? How you guys?
Oh yeah, we started playing tennis, guys.
Yeah.
It's. I feel like having adult hobbies are important.
We're in our hobby era.
I heard someone say this in some other podcast. That's why I said adult hobbies.
No, but honestly,
Why did you guys pick up tennis? Like, why did you buy tennis?
I've
particularly?
always wanted to play a sport all through my life.
Okay.
And I mean, obviously, here the reason we chose tennis was because it was just easier to choose tennis than any other sport.
Badminton.
Badminton, the thing is, everybody sucks around me. So I have no one to play
When
with.
you're so good, you have to start another sport.
Yeah. And
From
guess
scratch.
what? I'm great at tennis also.
Yeah, she's
I,
right.
feel, I don't know. Badminton is such a lame fucking sport.
Just
Like,
because you can't
No,
hit
it's not
the
because
shuttle
I-
across the net.
it's not because I'm bad at badminton. I just think badminton is a very lame sport.
Why?
Okay,
Can you validate your fucking
First
whatever
of all, if a
this is?
60-year-old auntie wants to play badminton, that it's already like a stain on the sport.
Eh?
Like a 60-year-old man or a woman wouldn't feel like playing football or like tennis because
Yeah.
it's like too
It-
hard.
There's a.
But everybody likes to play badminton.
Yeah, but
And
not
badminton
everybody
such-
is.
it's so
You're
blah.
talking about people who don't know how to play badminton wanting to. Have you seen the actual sport in action?
No actual sport, obviously. I'm
Yeah, so
talking
that's
about
what
like
I'm
playing
saying.
amongst each other, and
That's what I'm
I could go for badminton classes and get good at it, but still be lame. Like,
No, but that depends
hey
on
man,
who
I'm going
you're
to play
playing.
badminton.
It
That's
depends
so
on
lame.
who you're playing with. You play with people who don't know how to play. Obviously, no shit. It's gonna be. You play football with me. Obviously, you're gonna find it boring, right?
But this argument works against you also. You should have just found better people to play badminton.
I didn't have. No, that's what I'm saying. If I had a better set of people, I would have played.
I feel like
feel like we need a Tinder for badminton.
I don't know. I mean, tennis is something I enjoy watching, but also
Yeah.
like tennis comes with a lot of things. Like tennis comes with its own fashion.
yeah.
Like I love tennis fashion. Like tennis
Badminton
fashion, is the
fashion
greatest.
sucks.
Yeah, badminton fashion wore fucking Yonex everywhere, man. Like, it's fucking lame.
Hey, there's Lining also.
Ah,
Okay.
okay.
And it doesn't
Meaning
look
of, like,
nearly as graceful as tennis. Like tennis, it looks so
Tennis,
graceful.
yeah, tennis-
Badminton is like
Yeah, tennis.
It's a very fast sport.
Tennis-
Just shut up, Ari.
it is fast. Like but
Tennis
it's
like matches
whipping.
fashion with style, with power, with like elegance, with a lot of things.
You guys
Uh,
have not seen like the greats like Lindan versus Lee Chong Wei. You've not seen.
Lindbergh was the lead chavo.
I saw
Yo,
God, shut up.
all three of those are dishes in
This is
nasi.
why you will never be a part of the Indian cricket team.
Indian cricket team.
You're talking about how they're all nice boys.
Oh, like that.
How is tennis going for you guys? Are you guys enjoying
Tennis.
it?
The funny thing about tennis is, so growing up, my dad forced me to go for tennis every fucking.
He
Saturday
forced
and Sunday.
you?
Yeah.
You
I
enjoyed
used to
it.
hate going for tennis because I used to love football and I always wanted to become a footballer. But this man, we were living in Russia and tennis is big there. So this man used to take me for tennis every Saturday and Sunday in the morning, and I used to fucking hate it. And I have played so much tennis in my life.
That you suck at it
And
now?
he spent so much money, like $100 per class. There was a time when I could have the precipice of going pro, where I had to start practicing like 5-6 hours, and like each class was $100, and he was paying for that also. And I hated it. And now 15 years later, I'm like, hey,
How are you
guys,
so
do
bad
wanna
at
go for
it now?
tennis?
How is that possible?
What?
Yeah,
You're so bad
Am
at
I
it
so
now.
bad at it now?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember playing tennis at all.
Yeah, but it's for
But like chess,
context.
you remember playing.
Yeah, but like I'm sure like
But these aren't sports. Racket sport once learned cannot be forgotten.
Yeah, it's
So
like
who-
cycling.
Said Shamoli Parekh.
Racket sport extraordinary.
Okay.
No, because I also went for tennis.
Yeah,
coaching.
you are maybe naturally gifted. Is that what you want to hear?
No, I'm just genuinely trying to get to the bottom of this.
I'm not good at it in the beginning. It depends on it matters.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
But like your
Yeah,
It's a
it's
marathon,
about the
not a
end.
sprint.
It's not about
no,
the beginning.
but you can't forget form, right?
Form is temporary. Class is permanent.
I knew that was coming. I saw it loading in his brain. I knew it was coming.
No, because for a second I was like, is it class is temporary? Yeah, form is temporary. I'm just in a bad form now.
Okay.
You are in good form.
I feel like a year from now, if you guys continue.
We should have
go
our
for-
own Wimbledon.
Yeah, you guys should have your actual like finals match like 6 months from now. Train against, like have your own coaches and
She's
stuff.
really fucking good.
He's going to start going for private classes, so I don't know.
But I like that process of being bad at something and then becoming good at it. It's so much more,
Rewarding.
yeah, than just being good at it. That's
I
what I,
don't
say
mind
because I
just
suck
being
at a
good
lot of
at it.
things.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone starts good at anything.
No, sometimes you're just naturally gifted, like Messi, not like Ronaldo. You know.
Yeah, but like you can't learn from Messi. You can only learn from Ronaldo, you know.
Bars. That's actually true.
Yeah.
I give you the blueprint. You become like Ronaldo. You won't become like Ronaldo. I
But
love
why
that video.
hasn't he retired? He was so bad.
Yeah, he was.
He was pretty bad.
I felt so
But-
bad for Pepe.
But that's what I said. Form is temporary, class is permanent. He'll play the 2026 World Cup and he'll win it for us. 87th minute, he'll score with his head.
For us, you're from Portugal. you're
He's-
from.
he's- You know
what?
He's
You know
from
what
Fort,
yesterday-
he's from Fort de Kochi.
His
Yesterday-
ancestors are one of those Portuguese who would come to India.
Sharanjinho de Costa. No, so
Sharanjinho.
yesterday England were playing Netherlands in the Euros and England won. And half of my Instagram was, it's coming home, it's coming home. And it's mostly John from Fort Cochin and me from Bombay. It's coming home where, man? Where is it coming? Back to fucking Parel and Bombay? No, it's not. Stop putting up this fucking story. It's
But-
coming home, it seems.
So when you can say you're from Portugal.
I never said it's coming home.
You said we are going to win this. What does that mean?
I am Portuguese.
he and Ronaldo gonna win it together.
I've been to Portugal.
Yeah,
We've
so
been to-
that doesn't make you Portuguese.
No, I feel like Portugal's passport is one of the easiest ones to get.
yeah.
Really?
Just throw
So one
some
day I'll
money
get
at them and
One day I'll get it.
How do you get it?
invest some amount.
In like real estate there. Or
Real
in a
estate,
business?
start a business,
Oh, wow.
something. It's one of the easier ones to get.
But wait, can you have like a dual passport
No.
with Indian passport?
I don't
No.
think so.
No, you
to
can't.
give up your citizenship. I
That
mean,
sucks.
it's not like you're giving up on much at this point.
Yeah,
But
it's okay.
yeah.
It's not like you can have land in
But how come
Kashmir
you guys
again.
never decided to get the Russian passport?
Because that's worse than the Indian passport.
Yeah, you'll have to serve in the army for like a year.
Oh,
or
there's
two.
conscription there?
Yeah. Or you have to pay an absurd amount, or you have to go to college, which I haven't done.
That's a mandatory.
No, as in either you go to college or
Or?
you go
I'll
to
go to the army. I'd go to the army, 100%.
Yeah.
College is overrated.
You'd not survive one day in the army.
Then I'd be a martyr.
And like now, like even if you have gone to college,
If
and you,
see, the thing is, if you go to the army and you don't survive one day, you're a martyr. But if you go to college and you
You're a
don't
dropout.
survive, you're a dropout.
damn, that's bars. That's actually so true.
If Kanye West would have said this,
It would have got like it would have been like one of those reels with the text and everything.
With some motivational music in the background.
Why don't you get?
I
don't know, what was it
don't have
last?
an option to get any other passport if
Yeah,
that's
you
what
don't.
you're asking.
she could have gotten a passport from Kunur. She would have.
Yeah.
Kuno is a
Kunurian
part of
passport.
India. Bharat mera desh.
Kuno.
So,
Kuno is different. It's not in part of
Kuno.
Kunur.
Kunor is like the Wimbledon.
Yeah, Kuno is the Wimbledon
Wimbledon
of
of India.
yeah.
It's that area.
Yeah. I love that place. It like makes me so happy just to hear someone say Kuno.
You know who doesn't love that place?
Who?
Amir Khan.
Throwback.
Yeah.
Do you guys have like a Favorite podcast episode that you've done? Like the most amount of fun you've had?
The most amount of fun I can think of from the top of my head is the one with
Amit?
No,
It's
I mean that was a lot of
Sir.
fun. Huh?
Saliam, sir.
No. The one I had most fun was the one where me and Fahim are discussing about Bombay.
And he like flips.
I was.
You're
Yeah. When the whole flight thing and then reaching there and
That was actually a very funny episode to watch because I wasn't there on that episode. But that was
Because of that, it was funny to watch. Is what you're saying? You said. I'm just clarifying. I'm just asking you. Is that what you mean? I'm just asking. You said it. You said it. I'm just asking. Is that?
I never said that.
That's what you said. You
I
said.
said I wasn't there, so to watch it, it was a really fun episode.
So because you weren't there, it was fun to watch.
just because.
Just because.
Chata khayega. No, but I liked that episode a lot.
But which one did you enjoy recording the most?
Recording.
I also like the episode where me, you, Rose, and Fahim talk about Manual Boys. That was a fun one.
I feel like, I don't know, I have a soft corner for the Rahul episode. Not Subramaniam, KP.
So you don't like the Rahul Subramaniam?
I like the Rahul Subramaniam I'm saying, podcast, but that episode was shot in a new setting, so it just felt like very alien.
Yeah.
But I like that episode too. It was also really nice, like just chatting with him. But I really like the Rahul KP.
How was that studio as opposed to this one? Like, how did you guys?
That was not a studio. It's just a shooting space. So
It's
really
actually
looks
a
really nice.
co-studio, like a co-working / studio. Like the office, the production, not the production house. The Wapple is like a agency, and they have a studio, and it's their office also. So they let out like different rooms as part of their studio.
Oh, that's
space.
why you have like people. Like
Yeah.
in the Rahul episode, you can see
Like someone
you can see
crossing in the
Aryan
back.
crossing in the
Yeah, because
background.
we were shooting in the open area. Technically, you're not supposed to be. I mean, they let you shoot there, but ideally, you should be in one of those rooms.
Okay,
What was your favorite episode to record?
probably the Amit one. Like Amit one or the Yale episode. I don't know what happened to me that day.
Yeah, we also all find it surprising that you were funny that day.
Yeah, that day was so funny. I don't know what happened.
So I've been reading a lot of news lately. It's the craziest news I've ever read. Like I read it like 3 times. You know, India is bringing out its own metric system for shoe sizes. Like you know how
Why?
UK,
Why?
US, Japan.
What is the size? What is it?
Apparently, our feet, Indian feet, are wider than like American, European feet. So, like, because we wear their shoes in their sizing, our shoes progressively get more fucked. So the system is called BHA. I don't know if it's called BA or BHA.
I think it's like Bharat.
Oh yeah, fuck
Could
yeah,
be that,
BHA,
right?
yeah.
That is so weird because half those shoes are made here only.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fuck. I didn't think of that. But like they've already started the process.
So what are those now companies supposed to make specific
So
shoe
there are
sizes for us?
manufacturers like Puma and all. They are like talking to the government to see what to do. But like I was so shook when I read this news.
But
I
it's
was
like what 36, 37, 38 or like 10, 11, 12?
I don't know. I
You
mean, they haven't mentioned that in this thing.
It'll
article.
not be that.
Like
It'll
I
be
read the headline and I was like, this
do.
can't be true.
Yeah, that's fucking insane. That's a power move.
No, but that's good because at the end of the day, companies see value in India, right? Because we're so many in number, they better cater to us than us adjusting to who they're catering
They're
to.
twice the number of feet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
than most.
So it makes sense, I guess, why companies would do that.
Yeah, we do have pretty wide feet.
Yeah, Aryan, you have massive feet. Like it's abnormal.
It's because my big. my
Varun,
big
beep
cock.
that.
Varun, don't beep that.
No,
Varun is so
monetization
diligent.
goes.
In beeping.
Monetization goes when you say the word.
It could.
It's a chicken. Or the brand Le Coq Sportif. So today, Shelton and I both got our haircuts. So I've been in this situation a lot of times and I'm a nice guy. Where if the barber fucks up my hair, I'm just like, yeah, thank you. And then I leave. What do you guys do in that situation as alphas?
I have
I
actually.
mean, if he has fucked up your hair, what can you do? Cut his hair back?
No, but like you say something or you don't pay or like.
No, of course, you can't not pay. Because at the end of the day, I mean, you were there while he was cutting your hair. You would
It's
have
your
seen.
fault. But that's victim blaming. I feel like you're victim blaming.
I'm
me
not
now.
victim
You're
blaming.
victim
I'm saying
blaming
if you think something wasn't going right, you should have just sort of stopped him.
But like
then.
that's like when
But-
he's when
No,
you're
I feel
when
like
you
it's
say
even
here,
part of the process, you know.
yeah, that's what you can't tell him. Like he does something, you're like, yo, stop.
No,
Because you're shocked.
I keep telling them, dude, you're going too like short. Like
Dude, you're doing too much, bro.
no, but I've also
Calm,
the thing
calm.
is, also the thing with curly hair is you never really know till you know.
I feel like that's with all hair. You don't know. No,
see,
until
with straight hair, at least you know, you can see the length visibly, right? With curly hair, I have to go home and actually wash it myself because once it's styled, also the length reduces. Once I've washed it, I'm like, okay, the length is not so short because I've never been happy after a haircut. I always end up crying.
so that's your fault.
Yeah, it is my fault.
But I feel
You're
like
blaming yourself.
that also happens with like all haircuts have a marination period.
Marination period.
Yo, okay.
Like you can't, if you have an important event tomorrow, you can't go for a haircut like the day before or the day of the event. You should go like 4 or 5 days before so that you cut your hair and then by the 5th day it's well marinated.
It looks natural,
Yeah,
You're used to it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like it grows on you.
literally.
literally. Yeah.
But like, I feel like if my barber were to fuck up, I wouldn't say anything.
You wouldn't say anything,
I wouldn't say anything simply because there's nothing to say.
but you wouldn't go back there again.
There would be mild annoyance on my face.
Sharan's mild annoyances are normal annoyance.
Yeah, it's full on annoyance.
But yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't go back there. And I generally believe that nobody knows how to cut curly hair. Like, nobody. They may call themselves curly hair specialists. They're all lying.
They're all lying.
Yeah.
But do you guys have like barbers that you specifically go to? Do you guys feel like a sense of loyalty to them?
Do you feel happier when you see a curly haired barber?
No.
Like representation wise? No.
No.
You want them to have straight hair.
I don't care what hair they
It
have.
could be bald.
As long as they have the right
No,
skill
I wouldn't
set.
trust a bald barber. I'm like, you can't do it.
No, it's
No,
only
you're not
when
doing-
you lost everything that you truly
No.
treasure what
The
others
thing
have.
is, you can be bald due to genetic issues. That has nothing to do with your skill set.
No, but if you know that it's not genetic issues.
How do you know that? You're going to ask him, why are
So
you
you're
bald?
so you're bald. Is it genetic or you've chosen to do this? No, sir. Cancer.
So if he chose to do it, it's an alpha move. This guy. Sorry, guys.
Aryan has an alarm for everything. He wants to pee, he'll have an alarm.
Sorry, guys. I'm supposed to go pee now. Actually.
If you chose to do it, then it's like an alpha move. Like he knew he could grow hair, but he's still bald. That's awesome. I feel like I trust a barber like that.
That's bad with
So
audacity.
you have an interview process before you actually choose who
No,
has to
I've
cut your
been
hair.
going to the same barber for the last 4 years.
Oh, do you prefer them
3
talkative?
years.
Like, do you have like a style?
No,
of...
my barber, shout out to Abhijit in Todian Kai Parampinagar, he's the best. He's the only barber in the world who doesn't want to cut my hair. he just wants me to grow my hair. So the first time I ever met him is when I did the Ronaldo haircut. And he was in shock when I told him, that's the first time I'm ever meeting him. So I was supposed to cut my hair with another guy, but that guy like disappeared. So Abhijit was there. So I was like, hey man, do you want to cut my hair? And he's like, sure. And then he's like, what haircut do you want? So I said, I want the Ronaldo haircut. And then he's like, he obviously thought Cristiano Ronaldo. And then I showed him the
R9.
Brazilian Ronaldo's photo. And he's like, what the fuck? Like, you really, really want this? And we did that whole video. Like, we'll put a small picture of me with the Ronaldo haircut. So that was my first ever haircut with him. Ever since that, and he knows I like long hair. Like, I prefer long hair to short hair. Every time I grow my hair and I go there to cut, like today I went for my haircut, it took me 3.5 hours.
Yeah, every time I called Sharan thinking, okay, he'll be done.
It's a
Where are you?
spectacle because he'll cut one strand of hair and he'll be like, you really want to cut your hair, bro? Today, so I had long hair. He shaved off the sides. He tied a man bun for me and he's like, maybe you should keep the man bun. And he was so heartbroken when I said no. I am sorry, but just cut. Like half the time it is just a conversation. First half an hour today was just us talking to each other.
That's a babu who cares.
Yeah, of course, Abhijit cares. He
Abhijit cares.
I don't
But that's what I feel like. It's because you gave him that confidence. Your first haircut with him was absolutely horrible, and he's like, "Yeah, the only way now is up. Like it doesn't get worse than this."
Yeah, but like I've always like so many people have told me that you should have one barber, and I've never really understood. But till I found Abhijit, When I found out Abhijit, I'm like, yeah, he's the one.
Yeah, I feel that way.
And
but
today I was like, you know what? You keep asking me to grow my hair. Why is your hair short? He's like, I grew it during the pandemic. I was like, okay, fair enough.
No, it's also weather here. It's so bad. Like you don't want long hair in this weather. It's I say as
do you
my
have
hair.
do you have a staple barber or do you keep
No.
trying out?
I
Are you
You
polyamorous?
give me the best price. You give me the best combo. I am there
Combo
to
means?
experiment. Like, oh, I will style your hair for free.
Oh, for
Or-
me, it is
For
like,
free? That's
Yeah,
not a
like-
combo. That's just free.
No, boys have different rates altogether. You know how much our haircuts cost?
How much?
Double what you're paying. I don't know where you go, but double what he pays.
How much you pay?
for me, it's like if the barber charges me too less, I don't feel safe.
That's so fucked up.
Like there used to be
That's like elitist mentality.
So for my friend Adi used to go to a place. Adi has the nicest hair, okay, the greatest haircuts ever. Adi will never watch this, which is why I'm complimenting him here. Okay, he's always have immaculate hair, and I asked him one day, like, where do you get your haircuts? And he used to go to a guy who used to charge 150 rupees. But I went there. First of all, I hated the whole process because like the salon was like really dirty and like there was a lot to it. And then finally the bill came in as 150 rupees. I gave the salon 150 rupees and I just gave the guy like 300
You
rupees
tipped
because
him.
like, yeah, the tip was more than because I was like, it has to be worth it. So now I pay 1,000 rupees.
That's additional, including
So
the
in Tony and Guy, it's 1,003 rupees. I don't know what the 3 stands for, but it's 1,003.
tax, I'm sure.
Tax, yeah.
As in like after the tax. it
How much
becomes
do you pay for a
1,003.
haircut?
I paid
2006.
$2,000.
Whoa,
Yeah, it's for a bad haircut.
that's sad.
Yeah, it's really sad. But that's the beauty tax, right? Like women pay more for anything that is like supposed to enhance beauty or anything that's supposed to be like, for instance, feminine hygiene. You're paying way more. You're paying
What is
tax on
feminine
this.
hygiene?
Like pads and like all of those related things also. Which is essentials, but we're paying so much money.
Men are not buying pads.
Yeah,
There's no
but
masculine hygiene.
we are not inducing this out of will. You do realize that, right?
No, you said you pay double, but we are not paying for anything for pads.
Yeah, so that's 100% more than what you're
2
paying.
into 0, 0.
But yeah, so I've never had a good haircut or a haircut where I've come out and said, "Oh, I'm happy with the way it's happened." I hate my hairstylist talking to me, telling me, "Oh, your hair is a little dry. Oh, maybe you should do this treatment."
Oh, I like the hairstylist talking to me.
I hate it because they always come up with their, oh, maybe you should like do keratin or cysteine so your hair becomes straight and smooth. I'm sorry, if I wanted to straighten my hair, I would have told you that in the beginning. Don't tell me. I'm born with a certain type of hair. I like it. Move on. I have never had a barber who's just complimented my hair.
It's compliment plus selling you something.
There's no compliment.
Oh, there's no compliment.
No.
No. It's just selling you something.
Yeah, it's selling me something, creating.
But I'm sure there are like curly head salons.
There are, but they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
No, I'm not talking about here. I'm talking about generally.
I have been to salons in Bombay also. They're all bad. Nobody knows how to do curly hair well.
Maybe you should go to Brazil. I feel like they'll know how to cut curly hair. Brazil!
Welcome to Brazil.
I feel like I'll feel at home.
Yeah, there. You should get a Brazilian passport.
Yeah, no. But yeah, like I hate even like my taxi drivers. I hate them also talking.
You
to
hate
me.
You hate
taxi
service stuff. Do you like your waiters talking to you?
Why will my waiter talk to me? He just
Just
takes
like-
my order and moves on, right?
Yeah, but like if he's like, oh, how's your day? Can I get
Yeah,
you
that's
anything?
fine. That's like a one sentence thing.
No, what if he like?
What if I
How's
ask
your
him,
day?
how's your day? And he sits down.
Here's your coffee. I hope you enjoy it.
No,
Thanks.
it
You
depends.
too.
Like,
He also sits down.
no, I mean that's fine. See, but when I'm like, for instance, my issue with taxi drivers talking to me is when I'm commuting, I use that time to either sleep or to watch something or to catch up on work, which I haven't been able to sort of attend to.
But he's so lonely.
Well, he should have gotten another job then.
Yo, taxi drivers, get another job.
No, and half these guys are already talking to people on their
On their
like,
earphones, yeah.
headphones, AirPods, whatever it is. So they're not lonely. It's just like I find them very nosy sometimes.
No, I like talking to taxi drivers.
You just like
you get a new
talking.
perspective.
Yeah, it's a new perspective. Like you
Yeah.
know about somebody's life you would never normally stumble upon.
Thanks for making me look like an absolute bitch.
No, I mean
And they
that's
also
your
have the-
preference. A lot of
Sometimes they have the
people-
hottest takes. Like it'll be absolutely random. Like you go through this road every day, and you know that there's no traffic here. They're like, no, that place is too much traffic. I go through there every day, and you're like, this man is lying. So shit like that. I love listening to them for their takes, for their.
I don't know. Also, I think I've just had bad experiences with taxi drivers that I just like now I'm not willing to open my heart.
To them.
So yeah. I wasn't in a relationship with one guy, if that's what.
She hates taxi drivers and barbers.
No, I don't hate
But waiters
them.
are
I
okay.
just prefer...
Imagine it's
If
a
you wanna talk
barber-
to me, be a waiter.
imagine he's a barber doing a part-time Uber thing.
worst combo.
Hi, madam. In my free time, I'm a barber.
No, imagine he's
Shall we say no more? One-star rating.
Imagine he's a barber and a taxi driver part time during the week, and on the weekends he waiters. But that's the time I'm talking to him. You'll be so confused. But no. I just prefer like certain things. Like when I'm going to the like salon, I want to have like a nice like relaxed time. I don't want to be working up a conversation. Same thing when I'm in my taxi, I'm doing something. I'm preoccupied. I don't want to interrupt that time. When I'm at a restaurant, it's different. That's the time I've taken out to actually.
Socialist.
So if the barber and the taxi driver want to talk to her,
Come to the restaurant. Have dinner with her.
taxi driver drops Shamini a French toast and he's also entering with
He
the
changes. Ma'am, 1 minute, I'll just park and come. I don't know how you sit and work in French toast. Don't you feel like people are watching what you're doing on your laptop?
That's exactly why I'm working.
Yeah, fair.
No, I think I've hated. I like the freedom that comes with working from home, but I've always preferred working in a.
Freedom means what? Like you're naked or what? What's the
No.
Now you can jack off
Like-
whenever you want.
Yeah.
No, like you're just more flexible.
No
when
waiters
you're
to
at
talk to
home.
you.
Yeah.
Like I can get in a workout when I have some free time, all of that. But in terms of actual productivity, I feel like it's better when you're working in an office or a space where you see other people work because you're like pushing yourself to work harder or be a little more dedicated when it comes to timelines, etc. Because everybody's in the same sort of environment, same stress environment. So you don't feel like, oh, okay, this person's actually just sitting and watching TV. Why can't I do that?
I mean, I wouldn't be able to work in the house
Co-working
for sure
space?
and work in an office, but like in a coffee shop, I'd love working.
No,
Like,
when
I
I
like the
say
hustle
work
and
in an
bustle.
office, I'm not saying you have another job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, working in an office setting, like that professional.
I just love the office setting. It makes me feel so important. I don't know why. But I
feel
love it.
important in the coffee shop. So.
That's because French toast treats you like
Treats you like a
royalty.
kid, yeah.
I'm there every day. It's my baby.
It's your baby.
And
You're their baby.
And I ask his baby.
I recently got a new spot to work in. Like coffee
Which
shops
is?
are too expensive, and also I don't like the fact that you don't have Wi-Fi. It's noisy. I don't like that people can see my screen. I like privacy.
Privacy.
Because he's watching porn all the time.
Yeah, so literally my new workspace is amazing for this one reason, because we have 2 tables in our house, a total of 2 tables in the house. One is the dining table, which is fuck all to work in because there's people walking around. You see the view of kitchen. You can see the kitchen and all the other rooms. So it's terrible to work in because it's too distracting. So the other table we have is the puja muri. And this is where Papa prays. This is where all the God stuff is. And so my new table is basically I set aside the God stuff and I put my laptop there. So
Wow, you displace God.
I displace God and then I return it. No, I don't return. I displace God. I put my laptop there and I cannot jack off there.
Of course. It's
So
the
my
puja house.
productivity has improved by 100-fold. It's crazy. I have to go back to the couch to jack off, but the couch is uncomfortable. And it's also the room to the shoe rack, so anybody can come in at any time. So I don't feel safe jacking off there. So I feel like you should work where God is and you will be much more productive because there's somebody watching you there. Like you won't lollygag. But I assume that's what you're doing in coffee shops because there's people around. You can't jack off there either.
I don't think you're thinking about jacking off when you're working. That's just weird.
What else would you think about while working?
Work.
That's overrated.
That's overrated.
Man, I miss some feminine energy.
Literally, why do you think people? I feel like that's the only reason people take like long shit breaks in the office. I think it's
So
to
they
jack
go
off.
and jack off.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's actually taking a shit. Because when you jack off, also you don't feel like shitting. That's the thing.
Yeah, that I agree with.
So
Like if you really
startled.
wait, what did you say?
If you want to shit, and
Ah,
then
yeah,
you
yeah. If you want
elect
to shit
jack
and you
off,
jack
instead.
off, then you won't feel like shitting.
Yeah.
It's an actual hack.
Yeah, so coffee and jacking off. That's the combo. Because coffee makes you want to take a shit.
Oh,
So to negate that, you jack off. But then the energy
Remind
that the
me to
coffee has
never
given
have
you.
coffee with
But
you.
then the problem with coffee is that the energy that coffee has given you, it gets negated by the jacking off.
Aryan,
It's
shut
a-
up.
it's a cir-
Aryan,
it's a
shut
cir-
up.
See, that's my piece on jacking off and product
actually, you know what? Another thing which happened last week. So I ordered soda because I don't drink Red Bull and Coke for the 1000th time. I ordered soda at like 1 o'clock in the night. So the Swiggy Genie guy, when he usually comes, he calls me from down saying, "Can I come up?" So I say, "Yes, please." But this time there was no call, and then he was going to ring the bell. So you guys were sleeping, so I quickly went and opened the door, and he gave me the soda, and he had a very big smile on his face, and I was like, "Damn, he looks happy." And he's like, "I have watched all your videos." I'm like, "This is so cool."
That's so
And
sweet.
I was in my boxers and no t-shirt. And he's like, "Can I take a photo?" I said, "Can I wear some clothes?" He's like, "Yeah, sure."
That's so sweet.
And
That's
then,
so cute,
then I went
yeah.
and wore my t-shirt and I came and then we
Should have
took
given him
photos.
one soda or something.
Cheers, mate.
But yeah, it was such a nice moment.
Yeah. But you had like some really sweet fan interactions in the
Oh,
last
lately,
2-3
I've had
weeks.
some, yeah.
Yesterday, I had an interaction in DNA. Like I went to go pee just before playing, and I heard Sharanda Nina, Sharanda Nina.
Yeah, I had a guy who came from Dubai. I mean, he has family here, but he came to French Toast to see us. That was
No
really,
man,
he
make
was
it sound like he came just for you.
No, he didn't come just for me.
But those Oman kids?
The Oman kids, yeah, there were kids. There were some 10 kids from Oman. They were also super sweet. I have a friend called Razim, so it's his nephew. So Razim told me his nephew is going to be there in French Toast. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll see him, of course. And I went to French Toast, and then there were like, instead of one person, there were like 10 people. And it was crazy. Like their energy was crazy. I was like, this is so cool.
How old are these kids?
17, 18.
Oh, like they were
They were
adults.
really, yeah, they were. Yeah.
I thought they were
But
like
they were also really
10.
sweet.
Do you have like a go-to like
Go to fan?
no? Do you have like a go-to question you ask the fan when they're like when they're freaking out?
Oh, Sharan has a template.
Yeah.
Hi, what's your name? What do you do? Are you from Cochin? And then the
Shit.
conversation flows.
Yeah, you have to make them comfortable.
Yeah. But I mean, obviously, every fan is so different. Like, some are students, some are working, some are just living. So you can't have like a go to.
What if the cab driver is a fan? Are you nice to them?
I don't talk to them, dude.
you
If they're a fan, they're watching this is not a podcast. They know I don't talk.
real ones know.
Imagine he's listening to this on a podcast while in the car.
Ma'am,
And it's a part where he's like, he's been speaking to her, and then suddenly the part where
This part comes up.
This part comes up, and he just looks at her in so much pain.
it's like, ma'am, I'm so sorry.
This reminds me of the time where, I don't know if I've said the story before, but I had a friend who came to Russia with her family. She came to visit. And this is when I was in school. So she was hanging out with my mom a lot. And they would go to malls, and then I would malls, and they would roam around and do all the touristy stuff. And then I would finish school, and then I would meet all of them for like lunch. And one day I was drinking Coke, and then she drank like I asked her if you want something. She said no, I don't want. I ordered Coke. I was drinking. She started drinking the same Coke, and she finished it. And she's like, so I said, you know who would hate that? My mom would hate that. And when I said that, I just said it in a way where my mom doesn't like sharing stuff. And like she was eating something and she dropped the fork, and I was like, what? Like she looked shocked. So I said, what happened? So apparently 2 days before, my mom, they were at this Russian place, and there's this thing called blini, which is like dosha. So my mom asked her, do you want some? And she's like, no, I don't want, auntie, I'm not hungry. And then my mom went and ordered. She was eating. And this friend of mine tasted one of the pieces and she really liked it. So she kept eating from my mom's plate.
My mom hates sharing.
I have a problem like this too. I can't understand. If you want something, just open your mouth, get it.
There are certain. I didn't like that.
Me.
I didn't. And my
Everyone
dad.
knows.
I didn't and my
Everyone
dad.
knows.
They will know. The number of times at 12 o'clock in the night, I've asked my dad, "Do you want something from TBJ, which is a burger joint? Do you want something from TBJ?" No, of course, no. And it's the arrogance with which the no comes. I have a lot of fries. He will eat the fries one time.
No, let me tell you. Let me explain. When you order the fries, it's on your conscience. So when I eat those fries, I gain no calories. Those are your calories. That's how sharing food works. If I order it, then they're my calories. I have to think about it that way.
I think you should stop thinking. Yeah, I don't understand it when people do that. Like, because I don't have a problem with sharing, but I asked you specifically, do you want something? You said no. Then why the hell is your hand in my food?
Cab driver. Yeah, that's so true. How could they?
Yeah, I'd prefer to over order than to have not enough food.
But
yeah,
you-
but I have that issue also. I want to perfectly order, just enough for myself.
So I love over ordering. Over ordering is so much fun.
Yeah, Sharda will be very hungry. He will order the whole menu and then he'll have like 2 bites. He'll be
Yeah.
like, you know what?
No, the funny thing with him is he orders dessert first somewhere, like some places.
yeah.
Like if like we're in Cheesecake Factory, as it is, portions are massive. But he wants to have the original cheesecake before everything has come
No,
along with the
I
bread that they
understand
give
that.
you.
I understand that. I relate. I prefer having dessert
I
first.
always relate.
No, because it's normal. Sometimes you just want the tiramisu first and then you want to have the buffet.
Everything has to be in order.
No, I feel like you should just over order.
I don't think
Because there's
so.
a certain.
It's like you're
there's a
wasting
certain-
food.
No, there's a certain sense of happiness when everybody's really full, but there's also so much food on the
left.
table. Like everybody's full, they're happy, but they're also like, "Fuck, there's so much. We ordered so much."
You've become an uncle. That's literally what an uncle with like a family would say.
Like
Yeah.
there's something wholesome about it. Imagine everybody ate and everybody's still hungry.
As a
There's no food.
24-year-old, I can't relate to these, man. I'm not thinking about other people's fullness and their wholesomeness when they've not eaten.
Yeah,
I'm
which is
just
why
thinking
you're
about my food.
sharing. No, you're taking.
Yeah, I've
from
taken
other
your food.
people.
Yeah. You need people like me also. You need the vultures.
No, but the problem with the vultures is the vultures never want to eat when you offer them. I mean to say, if you offer them normally, they will eat it. But you are fucking
Yeah,
two
yeah.
things happen. One is you have not eaten enough. These vultures have eaten half your food. Second thing is you have eaten enough and you are fucking full. There's still a lot of food left. So you'll turn to a vulture and say, "Hey man, do you want to finish eating this?" No. They like eating when other people like eating.
Yeah, it's
And I
mukbang.
noticed this with so many Aryan, Afzal, Agram, Papa, so many people.
I thought it was just a sibling thing.
No.
No.
It's crazy.
But also, generally, we don't like the things. I don't like the things he eats. He doesn't like the things that I order.
Yeah, that's,
Maybe
Sharan
I've-
doesn't have any taste.
Yeah, that's also true.
Okay.
It's very
Like
true.
that's nice to know.
in food. But now I want to ask, growing up, would you guys like eat
You just
the
said
good?
Sharan doesn't have any taste and then change the topic?
Yeah, it's the food. What more do you need to explain?
Yeah, but growing up, because like I've had like a lot of food wars with Abhishek, my brother. Did you guys have
No, we
like
always liked very different things. Like we
like
never
oh
had-
there was
wars,
like okay, for instance, like if there was chocolate, so Abhishek and I were allowed one chocolate each in the month, okay, and I could not resist eating my chocolate the minute it landed in my hands.
one chocolate a month.
Yeah, like a Cadbury bar or whatever. We weren't allowed too much sugar, and then the minute I got my Cadbury, I would finish it. Like you would not even see it for more than like a minute. Abhishek loved savoring his chocolate over the month. So he'd have one piece whenever he felt like it. And he would like save it in the fridge. The devil that I am, I would eat his chocolate, keep the wrapper, put stones in it, fold it like it's intact, leave it in the fridge. So every time Abhishek
Leave
opened the
stones in
fridge, he would see the Cadbury, but it was actually stones and not chocolate. So eventually he figured that he can't leave his chocolate around me. So did you guys have like?
Charity was never at home. He was always out patrolling the streets. He was peddling drugs when we were like 14, 15.
No, I never really had that. First of all, there was no like junk food allowed at home.
Yeah.
There was no food at home. Ever.
Yeah,
It
we
was
just had breakfast,
You
lunch,
had
dinner.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There was no snacks, nothing. Like I remember going to one of my friend's house, Arun. He had a whole room with snacks, and I was shocked.
I was like, damn, this is how other people live.
It's like, when you go to these like
Pantries,
fucking
basically.
architectural digest and shit where
Yeah.
people celebrities open their fridge and there are like 50 bottles of water and 60 juices. This is what that guy's house looked like, and in our house, nothing.
Yeah.
Not even
I
one
think
tiny piece of
We had like
chocolate.
fruits and vegetables and shit, but you could eat that. Like I would eat cucumbers randomly, but
Like I would eat bread just like that, a loaf of bread.
yeah.
Oh, I mean, Gujjus, I guess. So we always have farsan readily available in any
Farsan,
corner
what,
of the
snacks?
house. Snacks.
And also again, like our tastes are very different when it comes to like food and stuff we like.
Like I don't like food which tastes. Like I like bland
Yeah, you
food.
like
And he
bland
also always
food.
gets extra stuff. Like if he's getting Red Bull for himself, he'll get one for me. Things like that. Like he's pro sharing.
I guess you guys have had a lame life.
Yeah, I don't have to put stones in
I
his
don't know.
food.
We'll ask Abhishek about it.
Abhishek and so I was also a fat child, right? So
How did you get fat when only one chocolate was allowed the whole month?
Two chocolates
was-
technically. Abhishek's also.
What were you eating?
I was not allowed
we need to
chocolates
put up.
inside
We need to
the
put up.
house.
We need to put up a fat photo of Shamili.
Can't do that. But no, the thing with Abhishek and me is, if he didn't eat fast, he didn't eat at all.
This is Africa.
No, yeah, I mean, but like, so I used to like eat all his chocolates, all his ice cream. I would also like eat. So I wasn't allowed junk inside the house, but like we used to spend a lot of time in the Kunur club. So at the club, I would order chips and wafers and French fries and whatnot. So yeah, that's the cause behind my fat childhood.
Okay, guys. Rapping time.
Thank you for 1 year of This Is Not a Podcast.
Yeah, and for believing in us through all the breaks that we have had.
Yeah. Let us know what you guys want.
Hating
Hating on
us
Shamali.
also.
Let us guys. Let us know what you guys want in the comments. Like if you want anything more from this podcast, if you want anything less from this podcast.
Yeah.
They will say less of me. What are you going to do about it,
You guys
Aryan?
have any feedback? We'll make it up.
Yeah, if you have any feedback, let us know. We will do the exact opposite. Because
Because this is not a podcast at the end of the day.
thank you guys. See you in the next one.